What's going on, Aces? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Christian Combs, who is the son of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, has been served legal papers as a lawsuit filed against him for the alleged SA and other serious claims as this progresses in court. So the lawsuit was filed by Grace O. Marquet, who was a former stewardess aboard a yacht chartered by Diddy in July of 2022. She accuses Christian of assault, battery, SA, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. According to reports from In Touch Weekly, Omar K had her filing delivered directly to Christian Combs at his father's Miami mansion. The lawsuit outlines a disturbing encounter between the two, alleging that Christian became inappropriately interested in her while they were aboard the yacht, which Omar K describes as chaotic, and the environment was involving illegal substances and S workers. Omar K claims that during the time on the yacht, Christian repeatedly pressured her into inappropriate acts. The most harrowing claim in the lawsuit involves an alleged incident where Christian reportedly cornered her in a room, exposed his member at attention, and only stopped when someone else entered the room, allowing her to escape. The lawsuit further states that Omar K felt quite scared, and she suspected that the tequila served to her was spiked, increasing her vulnerability at the time. Grace was really scared, and she realized that she was in a very dangerous situation, the suit reads. Christian Combs has firmly denied the allegations, and his attorney, Aaron Dyer, has dismissed the lawsuit as meritless. Back in April, when Omar K first filed the complaint, Dyer responded with strong words. This is just another lewd and meritless claim from Tyrone Blackburn, just like what he filed in the Rodney Jones lawsuit, which he still has not served, Dyer said. This complaint is filled with the same kind of manufactured lies and irrelevant facts we've come to expect from Tyrone Blackburn. This is exactly why the federal judge in New York slapped him 2 days ago for a pattern of behavior of improperly filing cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and pressure defendants to settle quickly, and why he was referred to the disciplinary committee in the Southern District of New York. We will be filing a motion to dismiss this outrageous claim. The legal proceedings come at a turbulent time for the Combs family, as Christian's father, Diddy, remains behind bars in Brooklyn, awaiting trial for alleged S-trafficking and racketeering charges. Diddy has pleaded not guilty and repeatedly has attempted to secure bond, with his trial being set to begin in May 2025. The case is still in the early stages, and Christian Combs has vowed to fight the claims in court. Okay. So first I want to say that, it's unfortunate that Grace has to go through this. And it's unfortunate when any victim or alleged victim, has to go through this trial. I would suggest, and this is just my opinion, but because Tyrone Blackburn has been in the media and has so much controversy surrounding him, I would suggest that Grace get a different attorney. And I'm not trying to be shady against Tyrone Blackburn, but if he is already being reprimanded by the Southern District of New York for being salacious and, being over the top, that doesn't help her case. Like, that doesn't help her standing and her credibility, right? If you're a plaintiff in any case, the burden of proof is on you. Even the state, the burden of proof is on the state when they bring charges against any type of defendant. So you do not want any type of negativity or anything that's going to be stacked in your defendant's behavior, because that's exactly what Christian Combs and his attorney is doing, Aaron Dyer. Now he's saying, oh, well, Tyrone Blackburn is just trying to be salacious and, this is meritless, and he's trying to do things just like Rodney Jones and et cetera, et cetera. He's already trying to dismiss her credibility before the trial even begins, which that's a legal tactic, unfortunately, to dismiss and diminish the credibility of the witness. That's been done in, legal courtrooms since forever. So that will be my suggestion to Grace, right? Get a different attorney. Secondly, Christian unfortunately seems to not only look exactly like his father, but if this is true, has a lot of similarities in regards to how he acts, how he treats women. The lawsuit, and this was, I think, months back when it first broke, was horrific in the fact that, they're using substances in people's drinks. They're, pushing their members standing and trying to corner people into rooms, just very predatory behavior. And in my mind, I'm thinking, Christian is only 26. He very young and has his whole life ahead of him. Unfortunately, I feel like he displays behavior as somebody who just lacks that guidance. Diddy is someone who, for decades, has been alleged by, just countless people, not just one or two people, countless people. Lawsuits are still coming forward, and I'm sure they probably will up until May 2025, just of how abusive he is, right? Just how he has abused his position of power, of authority, how he has ruined the lives of so many people, and not just financially, but, psychologically and emotionally. And to see Christian essentially, do the exact same things, it's disturbing. It really is. It makes me really sad because, his mom has passed on, rest in peace, Kim. But I feel like, he does not have any good role models in his life that he could turn to now. I will say, we don't hear anything really about Quincy. We don't hear anything in the media about the girls, like, Chance or the twins. But for whatever reason, it's unfortunate that Christian has decided to emulate, allegedly, the behavior of his father, right? Because at the end of the day, and I'm not excusing his behavior, at the end of the day, we all make choices. Life is about, choices, every single choice that we make. And life is so short, It's such a blessing to live in a time where we have access to the entire world. We have access to, so many digital platforms and, technological advances. I was thinking that the other day when I was using Instacart, and I was like, wow, it's a blessing to be able to have my groceries delivered and not have to physically, go out into the cold or, carry them myself, go grocery shopping. It was a very nice convenience. But that's something that didn't even occur or wasn't readily available, I'll say, to the public, 20, 30 years ago, unless you had a lot of money. Same with Uber drivers, right? It used to be the only people that could afford to order a private car were the extremely, rich and famous. Now that's commonplace, right? Where people can, download an app on their phone, their smartphone, and even having access to a smartphone, right, is fairly new. And I'm saying all that to say that, he is so young. It's unfortunate that he couldn't have focused on the musical aspect of Diddy, that creative genius, and take that and follow in his footsteps and leave the rest behind. making, preying on vulnerable women, allegedly. So we're gonna follow this case, but man, it's sad, and my heart breaks for Grace. And I truly hope that she finds a lawyer that is not embroiled in his own controversy, because the last thing you want in any type of case, but especially one that deals with SA, where it's so common in our culture, is there's this undercurrent where women are just not believed so often, or even attacked, right? Like they'll ask a victim, well, what was she wearing, and what was she doing, and what was she drinking, and just et cetera, et cetera. Like Grace was at work. She was a stewardess on a yacht. And the fact that, they'll be like, well, why was she drinking tequila? How did she know it was spiked? And what was she doing with him in a private room? And blah, 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 right? All these things to try to diminish her credibility. The last thing that you want when you're trying to, show that you are someone who has, um, a great character and someone who's trustworthy, is have a lawyer who has a reputation, unfortunately, for just grandstanding and is in hot water with the Southern District of New York. Like, you don't want that. Grace, girl, get another attorney, and not Lisa Bloom either. Somebody who is less well known, right? Less popular, but someone who has a really good track record, right? Someone who is serious about their business, someone who, in my opinion, kind of lays low, but is consistent, has consistent wins, is a seasoned, maybe someone older, is a seasoned vet who will take your case seriously and will, get you the justice that you're seeking. So, and Christian, I really hope that somebody, whether it's Quincy, whether it's, I don't know, who at this point would even still call themselves a friend of Diddy, but someone, I can't even say Mama Combs, because I hope there's somebody in Christian's life, whether it's, they don't even have to be blood related, a friend. Maybe Kimora knows somebody, right? Kimora Lee Simmons, that can provide some type of guidance to him and the rest of the children, right? That can help course correct a lot of the behavior that he, learned and saw growing up. Because that's what life essentially is. It doesn't matter how you start. It matters how you end up, right? None of us can choose our parents, but what we can choose is to course correct. We can unlearn negative things in our lives, break those, generational curses and those negative patterns of behavior. And then we can choose to relearn, reparent ourselves, relearn positive things. You can literally rewire your brain, right? Neuroplasticity. And we can rewire those neurological transmitters. It takes work, it takes intention, and it takes effort, but we're worth it. This is the only life that we have to live. So we're absolutely worth the work to do so. And I really hope that somebody can reach out to Christian and offer some guidance and some mentorship that it looks like he did not receive as a child during his formative years. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts on Christian being served with legal papers in regards to this lawsuit. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.